Hey you guys, it's Cayley. I am back with another thrift haul. In today's video, I'm going to share some of the stuff that I've been picking up to resell online on sites like Ebay and Poshmark. I sell on both of those. In case you were wondering, I put all of the items on both of those platforms. I figure if I put both items on each platform, then I'll be able to have a wider customer base and have a more likelihood of a sale. I use this perfectly to do so, and so if you're interested in using that same program, I guess I would call it. It's really just an extension and a website, but if you're interested in that, it's really easy. The link is down below in the description, as well as a 30% off of your first month coupon code. So let's dive into this thrift haul. Got approximately 50 items today, so I'm gonna run through these pretty quickly. We paid anywhere from like $4 to $7 for it. Jeans, this was all from one Goodwill. Tops are $4.89, jeans are $6.99, and that's about the range, but usually almost everything we pick up is $4.89, so a little less than $5. Okay, this first one is Lucky Brand. You guys know I like picking up Lucky Brand in larger sizes. This is an extra large, and it's new with tags. You can see this retails for about 40 bucks, and I'll probably get, I would say, about $30 at least for this. These have a really good sell-through rates, and the larger sizes are hard to find. I'll probably list this for 30. That's usually a little bit more expensive than what I would typically do for a new with tags item. Usually I'm looking at anywhere from about like half of the retail value, but this is a really high sell-through rate item, so I think I can get about retail for it. So I'm gonna list this one for 30. I don't know if you guys remember the brand Knox Rose. I talk about it all the time, but it's kind of the same way where that is kind of an exception. This is a pair of Chico's pants. Chico's pants have been performing really well for me. I can't say much about the tops depending on what they are. I might pick them up, but definitely the pants are where it's at. These are a pair of like houndstooth dress pants size 2.5, and the pull on, the regular dress, they do pretty good. Obviously larger sizes are going to be better. A size 2.5 is a size 14 US, and I'm probably going to list that for between 25 and 30. This one is a vintage item. This is Jersey's Super Tee. I don't know how old this is, but I do know that this is a vintage tag. I would say it's probably like 90s, 2000s, so that's how I'm going to market it, and it is just a world's greatest grandma. This is not single stitch. It is a regular double stitch, which is why I think it's probably closer to late 90s, 2000s. This is not dating. It just says OBJ Designs. So I'm going to look that up a little bit more, but just off the top of my head, I will probably list this for like $30, $35. That's usually what I list my vintage t-shirts for if I don't have an exact comp. This is a pretty good find. This definitely is going to sell, I think, better on Poshmark. It is Zadig and Voltaire. If I remember correctly, I think one of the designers from Lululemon, I think it's from one of them. I think it's Lululemon. You can correct me down below in the comments. But I think one of the designers from Lululemon branched off and created this brand. I think that's the story. I might be getting mixed up. But either way, Zadig and Voltaire can be a really good brand to pick up. It retails for a lot. These are just a pair of crop jeans. They kind of have a little bit of like a distressed look. And then it says Love and Rock embroidered on this. I need to do a little bit more research. I found the stuff going anywhere from, like this particular style, going anywhere from like $25 all the way up to over $100. I will probably price somewhere in the middle at like $50, $60 for that. And this next one is just Knox Rose. I mentioned that brand earlier. This is size extra, extra large. So we do focus on the larger sizes in this brand. This brand is known for being like very bohemian typical. This one's kind of southwestern bohemian. Nice long sleeve cardigan, waterfall detail. We'll probably list this for about 25, and that one is pre-owned. So Nikki did the comp on this. I do not know exactly how much this is going to sell for, but I'm going to guess probably about $50, and I think the jackets are anywhere from $6.99 to $7.99. at my Goodwill. This is a Calvin Klein. Not a brand I normally pick up, but I do like picking up their packable jackets, size extra, extra large, premium down. I do think that this is a men's packable jacket. And like I said, probably at least 50 for this. I know that the women's I can usually get about 30 to 40 for, so I would imagine the men's are probably like 50 to 60, especially in that larger size. This feels like cashmere. Some of this is new to me because Nikki and I went to the store and just kind of like split ways and covered different areas. So some of this I didn't even get to see because by the time I got to the cart that held all of our stuff, I was putting stuff on top of it and there was just, you know, stuff getting piled I didn't get to see. So some of it is new to me as well. I'll do my best to give you guys a comp. This is J. Crew 100% cashmere. This is a size extra small, but 100% cashmere, we are going to get it. This is in really excellent condition. It has like a pocket detail here too, which is kind of interesting. Super soft, really nice quality. I'm going to guess probably 35 to 40 on that, maybe even more with the pocket detail. This was my find. This is Diane von Furstenberg. Here's the thing about this brand. This retails for a lot, but does not always have the best sell-through rate. But my rule with things that retail for a lot but don't always have the best sell-through rate is get it, price it a little lower if you want it to move quickly, or price it at market and just know that it's going to take longer to sell than 90 days. This one actually had a pretty decent sell-through rate. I think I'm going to list these. I guess I should show you the item. They're a pair of green, like, ankle dress pants. They're a lot more like spring green than they're coming off. I've got the ring light turned on a warm setting, so I think it's offsetting the color. But it's like a very spring bright green. Size 8s, and I think I'm going to list these for about $65. Kind of like the Zaldig and Voltaire. A wide range of comps. So again, I'm going to go in the middle, and like I said, I'm going to list that for probably like $65. I paid $4.89 for it. This one is a brand I used to pick up all the time. This is Sacred Threads. I like picking up their jackets and some of their tops, but I've never found their pants before. I got this because it was a size large. And I did comps, and it seemed to be doing pretty good. So these are a pair, they need a good steam, but they are a pair of like slouchy, pull-on cargo crop pants. And they've got these interesting like drop details on the cargo. They're made to look undone. I'm going to use the words like artsy, log and look, art to wear, and I think I'm going to list these for $30. An Everlane piece. This is size medium. This is a brand I love picking up, but usually does not have a high sell-through rate, but I'm willing to sit on it because the return on investment is usually pretty good. This is a size medium, really nice like burnt orange pinky sweater. Very nice fall colors. I did not get this one, so I don't know exactly what it's going to go for. This is cotton. I'm going to guess probably somewhere between 30 and 35 for that one. Okay, this next one, what do we have here? We have another Lucky brand. This is a size 3X. Really great size on this. Really great sell-through rate. Do your comps, guys. Look up Lucky Brand small tops and then look up Lucky Brand 3X tops, and you'll just see the difference in price and sell-through. It's crazy. This is a very typical of Lucky Brand top. Because it's 3X, we'll probably list this one, even though it's pre-owned, probably for at least 30, maybe between 30 and 35, and it should still fly, but I'll expect 30. Some more Chico's pants. This is a size 1.5. This is just a pair of pull-on beige light tan colored pants. Really great condition though. I expect those to sell for about between $25 and $28. This was kind of an interesting find, so listen to the name of this brand. It is Good Dog Mud Pig. Size extra large. These are 100% linen pants. They feel very high quality, like really heavy. And they've got these like interesting button details both on the front and the back. Very like log and look art to wear. And so when I saw the tag, I was like, this is probably a really like niche brand. And I looked it up. The ones that were listed, people had listed very high. I think it is a very like niche brand. And I saw a lot of, I looked up on Google too. It's definitely an art to wear brand. So I'm going to list these. I had to kind of make up a price, but I think I'm going to list them for like between $65 and $75. I saw sets of these going for over $120. So I think I'm just going to like cut that in half for just the pants and see, but I'm going to definitely put art to wear in the title because that's what this brand is typically known for. But niche brands that have like linens and flaxes and stuff do really, really good. And some of those art to wear brands, the ones that are like wacky and crazy, do really good as well. Probably like some of my favorite brands to learn about are those niche ones that retail for quite a bit. This is a Talbots piece, size 1X. A lot of plus size here. These are a pair of pull-on, kind of like tapered, straight leg. I can't tell. I think they're tapered a little bit. Pull-on pants. They've got a nice like floral geometric print to them. I'm going to list these for between $25 and $28. This was a pretty cool find. Like really cool. This is probably my favorite find. So this is a brand I love picking up. It is rule number 925. If you didn't know, this brand used to be sold by Abercrombie and Fitch. They no longer make it, so it's pretty sought after. The men's stuff does extremely well. The women's stuff is hit or miss with what you get, but this is a size large women's sweat pant. These things are like immaculate. They've got kind of a boot cut flare leg, and they're almost like a yoga pant with a fold over, and the fold over has that brand label. I'm gonna list these for $75. Like, I'm not kidding. These sweatpants do really good, and these are in really excellent condition. I think that they are gonna do really, really well, especially with a flare leg. So again, I'm gonna list for $75, and I think that probably get like $65 on an offer to Watcher or an offer on Poshmark, but that's about what I expect to sell them for. I paid $4.89 for those. Can't beat that. Next up is a pair of Banana Republic women's dress pants. I found a lot of good dress pants today. These are a size 8. They are called Sloan, and they're just like a rayon blend, but the Sloan pants were doing pretty decent in the houndstooth print, which is why I got these. This was the only like I have the only colorway in this on eBay, so I think they should also do well. Probably gonna list these just for $25, but it should be a quick flip. Again, I paid $4.89 for those. This is Hi by Anthropologie. This is just a size small, but they are very on trend. They are like a pair of pull-on, I don't know if they are linen, but they look linen-y. Let's see. Yes, they are a linen cotton blend pant pull-on. I have pretty good luck with the Anthropologie pull-on pants if they're in this like neutral color. I'm probably going to list these for about $28. This was a size extra large Airy pants. I've really slowed down on this brand, but the larger sizes I sometimes get depending on what they are. Size extra large. These are a ribbed flare leg. Flare leg is super in right now. Pant, and it like has this tie, flattering tie waist here. If these were a size large, I'd probably keep them because, again, really comfy, cozy, really flattering. I'm gonna list these for $25. We found a Sundance top, size extra large too. We've been finding some really good larger size Sundance lately. So that's been really awesome. I don't know what this comp for, but I'm gonna guess probably between 30 and 40. Nice embroidery. Sundance, if you've got any special material or embroidery, that's kind of what they are known for. So this piece should do especially well because of that. Again, I would have to do a specific comp, but just knowing what I know about this, I'm thinking probably between 30 and 40. And let's finish with some shoes. So I came across no shoes basically. My first round, one of the first things that I do when I go into a thrift store when Nikki and I split up is I go look at the shoes and I look at everything. I really don't like walking down an aisle and trying to look at both sides. Like, I'm a one-minded kind of person, so even when I go down the aisle, I'll look at just one side and then I'll come back and look through the other side. Really helps to keep me focused. So I always go through the shoes first so that I can stay super focused. I found nothing the first round. Later on, I happened to, across the way, notice that some new shoes had been put out. And I saw one of the workers putting shoes out, but they do not like when you like touch their cart at this particular store. So I was just kind of like, I dismissed it because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to look at those. Well, I saw from across the way, like, that they had put women's shoes in the men's section, and it looked like really high quality leather. So I was like, I'm gonna go look at those. I found some really, really high-end brands. Now, I had to leave most of them behind because most of them were not in a condition that I would have felt comfortable picking them up. One of them was like a pair of rag and bone boots. If I could still send stuff to ThredUp, which right now they have a pause on sending stuff in, if I could still send stuff into ThredUp, I might have considered getting like a lot of those things. But I really factored in condition, and I really factored in sell-through rate because I would have to be listing them myself. So I left most of them behind, but I found like rag and bone. There were a couple like higher end brands that I've never heard of that were all there. So because I found all of those, I was like, I'm gonna go back through the shoes because there might be more that I'm missing. I found some like Kookaburra by UGG boots, like all in the same size, donated by the same person. So I highly recommend, if you come across like a patch of some really good stuff all in the same size, that you go back and like heavily go through that size or that section, because more than likely the same person donated some really good stuff. So what I ended up coming out with, all of that to say, I came out with a few pairs. So this is Eileen Fisher. Now, her shoes do not always perform the best for me, but these are very on trend. I paid $4.99 for them. They are a pair of like block, chunky, nice quality leather booties. They do have a little bit of like wear on them, but otherwise they've not been worn that many times. Just a little bit of discoloration on the heel. I think I'm gonna list these for about $40. Also found these, also some pretty high quality leather. These are Stuart Weitzman. I do like picking up this brand in shoes. I will say, depending on what you've got, they can sit for a little bit, but once again, always really good return on investment. These are a pair of suede wedge booties. Kind of like a pull-on elastic here. Now, normally Stuart Weitzman has the size on the inside and the style, but it's been rubbed off too much. I almost left these behind, but Nikki did some comps and said that most of them were going for above $50 in the style. So I decided that we'll figure out the size, although I think it's probably a size 6 like most of these shoes that I found were, because I think they were all donated once again by the same person. So I'm pretty confident that these are a 6, but we're going to double check. But I decided to get them because I thought the return on investment would be worth it. We paid $5.99 for these. Really love Stuart Weitzman. Probably 4 pairs of this brand of shoe. Only ended up getting these because of the condition. These are Allegria, which I do recommend that you guys pick up. These do have a tiny bit of wear to them. You can see that most of the tread is there, but on the heel, a little bit of it is off. These are size $4.99, but I did look up this particular style. These are called the Eva boots, and they're a pretty decent size, pretty decent condition, other than that heel mark, like I said. It is meant to look like a distressed look leather, but I should get about $40 for these, I think, and these had a very consistent sell-through rate, which is one of the reasons that I got them. Alright guys, so that is it for today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. I am going to be putting out a lot more thrift hauls, trying to share all of the items that we're picking up. So if you're not already, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. If you do both of those things, you'll be notified every time I post new videos. I'm going to call it here and move on to the next thrift haul. But if you guys enjoyed watching, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. My channel would definitely not be where it is today without the support of you guys. So I really appreciate you getting on, and all of your love, your comments, your support really mean a lot to me. So once again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.